Hi, I'm Naomi McRae. I have a background in human resources and am a blood cancer survivor myself. And in this video, I'll talk to you about the steps you need to think about when you're ready to return to work. I'll also talk about going back to your existing employer, and I'll also cover some hints and tips to help you if you're in the process of looking for a new job. If you had taken leave from your job once you have finished treatment and recovered and been cleared to return to work by your medical practitioner, you will generally have a review point with your employer to work out the next steps. In this meeting, you'll cover off the duties of the role you'll be coming back to if it is different from the one that you held previously. You can also talk about any reasonable adjustments your employer can make to help your transition back a smooth one. Reasonable adjustments could mean reduced hours, time off for any medical appointments, or working from home when you're feeling unwell or tired. It is also wise to agree to have regular check-in points with your manager so you feel supported when you return. If you are in the situation where you are finding a new job post-treatment, you will need to create a plan to help you with your job search. What I'd recommend is getting a blank piece of paper and start planning. You will need a CV that showcases your working history. It should be a maximum of 3 pages. You'll need a covering letter that summarises your work history but also outlines why you feel you're suitable for the role that you're applying for. Include on your CV or covering letter a personal statement. So have a think about how you would define your skills and attributes in 2 to 3 sentences that successfully grabs their attention. And don't be afraid to show your personality in a cover letter. Make a list of your networks by developing a broad list of people you know in your life and where they work, and plan to leverage them in your job search. It is estimated that as many as 70 to 80% of jobs in New Zealand may not be advertised, and most roles are filled through word-of-mouth referrals and professional networks. So good networks improves your access to information, to resources, and to job opportunities. It's who you know. Mentoring. Have a think about your list of networks. Does anyone stand out as having a job you want, or are they in an industry or organisation that you are interested in? If yes, then ask them to mentor you. You can set up regular meetings, say once a month, and get guidance, support, and share information. You can create a LinkedIn profile, and LinkedIn is a business networking website popular in New Zealand. It helps build relevant contacts in the industry and gain an introduction. It is used by employers to list jobs and search for potential candidates, and it is used by job seekers to review the profile of hiring managers and discover if any of their existing contacts can introduce them. You may be wondering, do I have to disclose my medical history to a potential new employer? The simple answer is no. However, you do need to be able to fulfill the duties of the role that you've applied for. It is a legal requirement to give honest information about your ability to fulfill the responsibilities of the job, and this is usually asked at phone or face-to-face interview stage, or sometimes in job applications online. Candidates usually sign an application to say all the information is true and correct. And under the Employment Relations Act of 2000, an employer cannot discriminate in the recruitment process if a candidate has a health concern. However, as previously mentioned, a candidate does need to ensure that they're truthful and honest at the time of their application and can carry out the duties of the role they have applied for. If you are unsure about whether you are medically well enough to carry out the duties of a role that you've seen advertised, the best thing you can do is consult with your lead medical carer. Share with them the details of the job and seek their expert medical advice to help you make the decision on whether to apply for the role or not.